one.
Right.
But you need that. You want to see it. Let's go. Even this great game, Tennessee was a little slow.
If you're going to be able to control the football on offense and turn this defense loose, you'll win football games.
Oh, totally.
On offense, we can't lose it, and I think defenses will give us more opportunities.
Stefanski coached a pretty good game last week.
Yeah.
I think if capitalizing off that, it should calm some of the nerves of people keep calling for his job at the play caller position as well. So maybe if he can stack those good games in fans' eyes, because I think sometimes we could be a little tough on him as a play caller.
Yes.
But I think this will again ease the pains of fans when it comes to his job.
With these injuries, I think if you're really a good head coach, if you're really a good offensive coordinator, you can be creative and put people in situations to be successful. That is the test. Not when you have all the bullets in the gun. I'm talking about when you're missing a few and you can still fire.
That shows what you're made of.
Yes, sir.
Well, and
yes, sir.
And, you know, the thing, like, we'll take a break here real quick. Sometimes he can call the right play, but then the other guys have to execute it.
Yes,
P.J. Walker did not do that at times last week. We are not done yet. In fact, we are just getting started here on the Serpentini Chevy Tailgate at Niners in Brunswick. This is the power poll. It's up right now. Cleveland19.com/vote. Who will pass for more yards today? It better be Watson at this point because, man, if it's P.J. Walker, our poll's no dang good. Stick around. We're back in a flash on 19.
You're watching Serpentini Tailgate 19. '19 News is sponsored by Serpentini Chevrolet.
I'm Josh Cribbs, owner of Serpentini.
What are you doing?
I'm just trying to be a big dog like you.
You are the big dog, but I'm the owner.
Maybe for now. Guys, let's just get to the deals. Get 0% financing on all remaining 2023 Silverado 1500s for 36 months and 2.9% on all new Equinoxes. With 6 Chevy stores, no one has more inventory in Northeast Ohio.
So if you're thinking Chevy, think Serpentini.
Serpentini Chevy in Westlake, Medina, Willoughby Hills, Talmadge, Orville, and Strongsville.
American and proud of it.
Arr! Ahoy, matey! Visit MGM select Tuesdays and Saturdays in October from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. for the $125,000 Hidden Treasure Drawings. 4 winners will be drawn every hour to sail to the treasure for a chance to win up to $1,000 cash. Earn 10 times bonus entries Thursdays by playing with your MGM Rewards card. Plus, visit Fridays for the Bobbing for Apples drawings. Find your fun at MGM Northfield Park.
Suma saved Henry's life just like he saved his animals.
On our wedding day, my heart gave out.
He was in full cardiac arrest.
Nobody was expecting me to come back.
Suma did not give up. And we had the wedding at his bedside. I can't credit the nurses at Suma enough. They treated us like family.
I'm glad they did what they did because these guys need me.
Visit sumahealth.org/heart.
Would you settle for a little bit of whip when you could have a heaping mound of it? Would you settle for someone who's really into you, but like emotionally unavailable right now? Would you settle for your new furniture being delivered like this? At Wayside, we believe that some things just weren't meant to be delivered in a box on your doorstep. Don't settle. Choose legacy, choose local, choose Wayside. Furnishing Northeast Ohio for 86 years.
Dependability isn't a piece of hardware. It's peace of mind. It's the confidence you get from knowing that every time you get behind the wheel, you're in a vehicle that's capable and reliable. Dependability isn't driving just any brand. It's driving the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Lease a new 2023 Sorrento LX for $279 a month.
Now it's the Fan Forecast, brought to you by Rally House Cleveland.
Hey, meteorologist John Loftman here on a Browns Sunday. They are in Indianapolis. We are here looking at clearing skies. It'll be a chilly one. Kickoff time temperature 48 degrees at 1. I think we'll climb to 51 before the day is done. And then we see clearing skies through the night and some frost showing up in the morning. But the Browns will be playing in some chilly weather in Indianapolis as well.
How are you doing? How you feel?
I feel great. Do I look great, or what are you trying to say?
No, I'm sincerely asking if you're doing okay. That's all.
I feel good. Thank you for asking. Thank you.
It might be a while before these guys make them pay again. Here's the injury report.
David Njoku hates wearing a shirt more than J.R. Smith. All right, here's some of the names on the injury report that are notable. Obviously, Watson we've talked about. Newsom's there. Bryant Hunt had them bring up Deshaun Jackson, and sounds like he's going to be active for this week's game, or a possibility of. He's a guy, by the way, that just he was with the Colts previously. Taki is out. Watson's the big news, and that's kind of been talked about a lot. Hunt is interesting to me because it felt like we were at the running back by committee last week. I think it was like 16-12, 17-12 in carries. And just as he's getting a little momentum and getting his legs back under him, now he's got an injury.
So these are the tangible things that I think are huge for our offense, especially with Watson coming back. That running back by committee, that worked pretty well for our offense to keep the defense on their toes, to switch things up. Both of the backs were pass catchers out the backfield. Yeah. They both brought something different to the game as well. Hunt going downhill, which I think our offense needs more of, that running back downhill, which he came in was very productive. So I think that made it easy for P.J. Walker to be able to come down the field, but also in the interim, Deshaun Watson, who's coming back and probably really needs that run attack to ease back the passing a little bit, to get back into the groove.
And I like the idea of running the football. When you're short on personnel, there's other ways you can get the ball in your people's hands. There's screen routes. I've seen Njoku do well in screen routes. Get quick tosses out. We just call it pitch and catch. Throw quick hitch routes out there. Let the skilled players play the game. You don't always have to run for 5 yards. If you can get some quick hits outside and let them guys make somebody miss, you might get some big plays out of that. But that goes back to Coach Stefanski and his creativity. That's a big part for me.
So are we aware if is Kareem Hunt playing?
Inactives drop in about 18 minutes.
Okay.
And I think that's when we'll get a better idea. All right, so it's one of our favorite features of the show. Blind resumes. Producer Chris does a great job of finding resumes. He doesn't put names on it. Basically, one of these players will end up surprising you that somebody is this good. Career rushing yards. Here we go.
Seemed like one of them probably Jonathan Taylor, and I think the other one may be Kareem Hunt. I'm thinking that.
All right. So which player do you want? I'm going to go with neither of those guys. I might be wrong. I'm a big stickler for average yards per carry. They're both really good. These guys are exactly the same, Chris. Wow, this is amazing.
Running back
All right,
one.
I'll take two. I'm going to go with two.
Running back one with more carries but more touchdowns.
Number 2.
All right, so we got 1, 2, and 2, and Bo Jackson and Jim Harbaugh.
Oh my gosh! Look at that.
You picked Harbaugh.
Oh my word! I'll tell you what. I'm going to step outside of the Browns world for a minute. We had a guy on that wrote a book. Was it Jeff Pearlman, Chris?
My guy lasts longer.
He wrote a book on Bo Jackson. It was like the last folklore because there were so many things Bo did that weren't on videotape. And I said to him, if you told a kid that Bo Jackson was one of the greatest running backs of the 80s, they would look at you like you're nuts because they'd look at those career numbers. They'd be like, this dude barely played. And we were robbed of the greatness of Bo Jackson.
Yeah.
Harbaugh, his numbers are toe-to-toe with that stiff.
That was, interesting. Shout out to the producers on that because when we look at we know Bo ain't played a lot, but it's a quarterback on the other side of that. It's like,
all right. Hey, Power Poll, go and get it. Who will pass for more yards today, Watson or Minshew? Cleveland19.com/vote. We'll kick the tires on this one at the end of the big fun show. 19. We continue on the tailgate after this from 19.
Get all of your tailgate and game day needs at your local Rally House. Your city, your house. Rally House. Portions of Tailgate 19 sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
Lately, we've all had to do more with less. At Chevy, we just want you to do more. So we continue to make affordable vehicles, like high-tech SUVs, our most capable trucks, and the most affordable EV in America. It's how Chevy helps you do more for less. Or qualified lessees can get this Equinox for around $289 a month. Or get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Equinox models when you purchase.
Growing up in the church, I was raised to oppose abortion. But now I'm a father to 3 kids and I see things differently. The laws that have been enacted here in Ohio have been extreme, far more extreme than what I'm comfortable with. It makes me angry that they don't have exceptions for things like rape or for the health of the mother. This is insane. That's why I'm voting yes on one, to stop government from passing these extreme abortion bans.
Drive the road to win with Honda. This season's lineup is off the charts. Accords, Civics, HRVs, CRVs, Pilots, Passports, Ridgelines, Odysseys, with more value and more wins. Honda is the most fun to drive, the best value brand, and the most awarded brand in Car and Driver 10 Best history. The whole team is in stock. Do not miss these top picks. Drive one today at your local Honda dealer.
Times have changed here at Cardinal Credit Union because now anyone can join. When you open an account, you instantly have access to all of our products and services, regardless of where you live or work. The myth of having to belong to a specific group to bank with Cardinal has changed. We call it instant membership.
Cardinal Credit Union, the official credit union of the Cleveland Browns.
Cardinal Credit Union. Visit our branches or join online at Cardinal CU. People helping people.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Who did y'all play?
Super excited, I like stopping the run, like hitting people. So I'm super excited. I always love the challenge with a good running back. They got a good running back group, and they're one of 32 for a reason. So I always embrace the challenge of going against a good running back.
The Big Run Report, sponsored by Dunkin'.
Well, Tomlinson's going to be one of the guys charged with stopping Taylor and Moss. All right, follow the logic here of Indianapolis. They have Jonathan Taylor. He's one of the top running backs in the NFL. He wants top dollar. They don't give it to him. They put him on pup out of spite. They play Zach Moss. Zach Moss goes crazy. They decide after seeing Moss go crazy, we need to pay Taylor. They pay Taylor, and they keep giving the ball to Moss. Somebody makes sense of this to me. They're both really good. Browns got them both to deal with, but that doesn't make any sense.
You know what's coming up soon? The trade deadline is coming up. And there's going to be a lot of talks. If they try to pretend like he's hurt on the trade deadline, you'll have general managers like, no, he's hurt. So they're featuring him as active and doing well. And he's our prime guy. He's a good back. How much do you want for him? How many picks can you get for a Jonathan Taylor?
I'm agreeing with Josh. Somebody's going to disappear because you can't have two guys that well playing the ball, and this guy needs the ball 20, 25 times before he gets warmed up. Now, Moss is playing so well, maybe he's good trade bait also. Who knows?
He's more likely the one to get moved.
Yes. But they paid him. So even when you pay a guy, they'll have to the team who receives him has to assume his contract as well. So let's not think just because he got paid that the Indianapolis Colts will be on the hook for his contract.
When Taylor is going, and eventually he's going to get going, he's enormously talented. He can be a problem even for a defense as good as the Browns, and that's where they got to make sure this guy doesn't get going.
That's what me and Reggie was having that conversation. The Browns are battle tested. This will be another test for them among this in this huge season that's 17 weeks now. But this is the consistency that we hope our team has matured to, stopping another powerful running back because they did it last week with Christian McCaffrey.
If you watch the defense, they are clearing gaps. In other words, there's pressure a yard and a half, 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah. That's how they got to McCaffrey. That's how they got to Henry. And that's what they'll have to do with the guys at Indianapolis today. We are playing so well with our front four and our backers cleaning up the gaps that there isn't a lot of room, so guys are running lateral. And when they run lateral,
fun to see.
Cole Moore is so fast, he can make tackles when they run lateral. It's beautiful thing where they playing defense.
Let's check out what else is going around the AFC today. There are some big games, some of them against NFC opponents, but take a look. Detroit, Baltimore, that's obviously big for the AFC North. Those implications, Detroit 5-1. My goodness, they have been good. Philly and Miami, those are probably the big two for me. Is that what you guys are feeling?
Yeah, especially with the Miami-Philly game. When Miami, the Dolphins feeling like they're the best team. In some polls, they're the best. They feel like they're the best team in the National Football League, going against another powerhouse in Philadelphia, who's coming off of a loss, and they felt like they should have won because a lot of big-time teams lost last week.
I'm excited about Denver and Green Bay.
Oh, my goodness.
No, you are not.
No. I just figured I'd throw it out there.
Find me a weak matchup. Get it up there.
Let's watch Russell
Is that
Wilson
what it
play
was?
again.
The weakest matchup you could think of?
Right, the weakest link.
Oh,
matchup of the week.
Right.
That's exactly what that is.
Belong?
W-E-A-K. Yeah, the Denver. Goodness, all of the stuff they gave to get Wilson, and then they get Peyton here, and it's like they had the miracle rally against the Bears, and you're looking at that, you're like, I am glad that is not my favorite football team. We are not done. We are at Niners in Brunswick on Pearl Road. Come on down. We're here till noon rather. There's our power poll. Get to the website and vote. Who will pass for more yards today? I'm surprised Minshew's getting this much run, but hey, I don't know. Maybe there's a lot of Minshew maniacs out there. Stick around. Tailgate's back after this.
This has been Around the AFC, brought to you by your local Toyota dealer. Portions of Tailgate 19, sponsored by Niners Breakfast Brew and Barbecue.
Never miss the game this football season at Niners Diner, Brunswick's #1 breakfast, brew, barbecue restaurant. Experience your team's games with our big game tailgate brunch and 16 local beers on draft. Try our flights, fishbowl, or crafty cocktails. We're home to the 88-ounce mimosa and Bloody Mary towers. We've got you covered with barbecue, brew, football, and more. Come tailgate with us at Niners Diner in Brunswick.
Have you seen the new Genesis GV70 or the GV80? You can at the all-new Genesis of Mentor. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. Refined, like our SUVs. Remarkable, like our EV collection. Genesis of Mentor, the beginning of something entirely new in luxury car shopping. Learn more at genesisofmentor.com.
Whatever it is that pulls you in, Yamaha is here to elevate every moment and bring you closer to where you need to be. That's the power of the water.
J&J Sales. Walk out today with your next adventure.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. Get 0% APR plus 0 payments for 90 days or up to $1,500 bonus cash on the 2024 Hyundai Tucson. See your local Hyundai dealer.
It's back!
Our prices are really sweet. You'll save big all October. Don't delay, just hurry.
To your local Spitzer import store, where every vehicle on our lot is Panda priced up to $5K off MSRP. Plus, enjoy Panda protection with the Spitzer Shield, featuring our lifetime nationwide powertrain warranty and more. Scan the QR code now and sink your teeth into these sweet deals today.
Don't be scared, come and save.
At Spitzer, our world revolves around you.
The best defense on the field and the best defense in the National Football League, it's clear. It's Cleveland. It's not close. To beat Cleveland, you better be really good offensively. I mean, we said Schwartz against the Kyle Shanahan. He's got him. He's got his number. It's true. Best defensive game plan of the week, no doubt. They are the best defense in football.
Unbelievable.
Let's stop it. There's some really good defenses in football, but the Browns are a cut above right now.
It's the Pigskin Poll, brought to you by Hyundai.
All right, that's Michael Lombardi, former Browns GM. Here's Pigskin Poll. All right, this is pretty straightforward. How they doing today? How they doing next week? Win both, lose both, split? What are you guys thinking?
I say they win if they're real. If they play defense the way they can and offense doesn't turn the ball over, we win both of these games.
Reggie, you made it so simple.
Yeah, I mean, because if the defense plays the way they're capable of playing, we can shut people down.
Yep.
All we need is a little bit from the offense.
So you believe that they're going to play like we.
From what I've seen from this defense, they're real.
Okay, I agree. I'm usually the optimistic one.
Right. You are
changing places
in optimism.
But I hope for the best and prepare for the worst. But in this game,
yeah, you played here a long time,
right? So the way they should play. They should win both of these games, no question, hands down.
No, this is the determining factor of what they really are. Because we've seen win-loss. Actually, They haven't won 2 or 3 games in a row in years. That's not something they do.
They don't.
So
rip
if
them off.
if they're gonna define who they are and play the football that we expect from them, this is the time to do it.
They're not the sum of just their players. They're the sum of their players and their coaches. So it's also not just the coaches, but it's the players as well, and vice versa. So if they all have a good showings, they win both of these games easily. Simple.
Yeah, I agree. I had them win both also. Let's put it with the folks.
That defense plays the way it plays. It makes everybody else want to play better.
All right, 56-44, win both, winning it there. Nobody said lose both. I am pleasantly surprised that the Browns faithful have not mailed it in on both. But I think people have seen the defense, and they're starting to believe. All right, so I want to talk about Tyreek Hill. We're going to hear from Tyreek. He got fined $7,000 for not wearing socks, and he had something to say about that, actually.
I get IVs before games, and sometimes like the timing just doesn't, allow me to put on socks in time, and I don't want to miss plays, or sometimes I have on socks and it doesn't cover, a certain length.
So $7,000 for not wearing socks doesn't feel like you wanted to be bothered with? You, among your many talents,
if
plays
the
football?
speed limit is 55, you do 55.
All right, so you're the uniform official. Put on your socks.
If you get pulled over, you can't blame the officer for pulling you over if you drew in 65. Says to wear socks. There's rules and guidelines. You guys get me every year with this, but this is what we do. We ask the guys to put the gear on. If they decide they don't want to, we put a little check mark and we hand it over to the equipment guy.
Yep.
The equipment guy then gives it to the player. Hey, you should do this.
They say
this
check yourself on that.
Absolutely, and then you have a choice. I can abide by the law or not. You choose not.
$7,000 is nothing.
That's $3,500 a leg.
Tyreek needs to do what he needs because that money goes to charity. So do what he needs. He needs to do what he needs to do to play the best like he's been playing. That's a non-starter. It means nothing. Reg is the stickler. That would be like, I don't like a guy like that.
The tricky part now is that fine will go up to management, and they have to kick in a little.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
The next time.
Because it keeps happening. It's not just the 7,000.
It's going to trickle effect come down. So the big guy is going to call the equipment guy who's going to call Tyreek. Somebody's going to make some changes.
Still going to come from Tyreek's salary. All of it.
All that money he's got, man, he's got that in it.
Yeah, $7,000. Right. That's like asking us for a quarter or something like that.
I don't have a quarter.
Of a man of your skills, everything from TV, pass catching, officiating weddings, the man does it all. That's a sign. That's the scene today. Lucas Oil Stadium. Inactive's coming out very soon. We'll get you the latest as the tailgate continues here on 19.
You're watching Serpentini Tailgate 19. Portions of Tailgate 19, sponsored by Skipco Auto Auction. From days like this to days like this. This is why we first alert.
Buy wholesale, save big at Skipco Auto Auction this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Over 400 vehicles in stock with many under $5,000. Don't pay a penny more than you have to on your next vehicle. Go to Skipco Auto Auction this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Register now at skipco.com.
Arr! Ahoy, matey! Visit MGM select Tuesdays and Saturdays in October from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. for the $125,000 hidden treasure drawings. 4 winners will be drawn every hour to sail to the treasure for a chance to win up to $1,000 cash. Earn 10 times bonus entries Thursdays by playing with your MGM Rewards card. Plus, visit Fridays for the Bobbing for Apples drawings. Find your fun at MGM Northfield Park.
This is the all-new Grand Highlander.
Toyota took the best-selling Highlander and made it bigger, more powerful, and more fuel efficient.
With your choice of 3 different powertrains, including the 362-horsepower Hybrid Max.
The interior design is so tech-focused, I'm in total control.
And you gotta love the 12.3-inch touchscreen.
The big news is right back here, with over 20 cubic feet of cargo space.
Behind a full-size third row.
Step up to something grand.
Toyota, let's go places.
Things were not going well.
Big promotion. Made me brand ambassador. We gotta come up with a drink name, but it's not easy, right? Nowadays with social media, the kids, it's gotta be authentic. How are people gonna connect you with Dunkin'?
Yeah, I'm a Dunkin' girl.
I'm not seeing it.
Ice Spice. My fans are the Munchkins.
Where you going with this?
Ice Spice Munchkins drink.
I got an idea. Collabs like they do, right? I spit bars with you. We're called Vanilla Ice Spice. Here I am. I'm with Dunkin'. You go.
Buy wholesale, save big at Skipco Auto Auction this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Over 400 vehicles in stock. Why pay retail? Save thousands on your next car, truck, van, SUV, motorcycle, or boat. Skipco Auto Auction. Open to the public this Wednesday at 2 p.m. Go to skipco.com.
All right, Coach, I'm mic'd up today. I need you to get me back, all right? I need you to get me back.
Did you know Gardner's mic'd up?
Let's keep it PG-13 for him.
Let's have a great day, fellas.
Great day, great day. Here we go, here we go. Whoop, whoop. Let's go. Yeah! Let's go. Boom! 1, 2, 3! Hey! Let's go!
Oh my God, that is Teach State. Beautiful.
That's gonna be money. That's gonna be money. 100%.
Now, it's Bench Strength, brought to you by Wayside Furniture.
All right, the bench strength today. Fortunately, the Browns not the team relying on a backup quarterback. It is the Colts. Gardner Minshew. If you're not playing against him, he's a guy you root for. Underdog story, that kind of thing. Late round draft pick. He's been exciting. He's fun. You see just during the clips, the energy. People love him. As a starter versus as a sub, he's been better, like coming in the middle of the game, than he is starting it from the beginning. He's still not bad as a starter. This guy's a really good backup quarterback. Like, this is the kind of dude, if you got to go to him, that's a lot better than going to, well, DTR or maybe P.J. Walker.
Well, he's playing against the best team in the country right now. And you sound like you was trying to sell him on us as though.
No, I think he's going to get rolled. No, I think he's going to get rolled
Okay.
today. I just mean he's fun to watch. He's got good energy. He's a good backup quarterback.
Well, see, that good energy is because he was the backup. He's not. He wasn't playing.
There's
he didn't
no
have
pressure.
Yeah, there's no pressure. That's the best
this
job
is
in
true.
the house.
This is a very good point.
But when you have the weight of the season of the game on your shoulders, that changes to your focus. You're more you're less woohoo and more. Let me see that playbook. Let me see that. Yeah. Let me see that again. What's the first script? You know, and it changes you. So he's going to still be the gamer, but that doesn't equate to success.
No, I think he's going to have a lot of problems today. I'm not trying to say the Browns are
pain.
That's
just bring pain. You hit a guy like that a few times, he'll start throwing to the other guys. That's just the way it is. He's a backup for a reason.
Yep.
Defensive line, the front four, get after him early. Let him think about everything he's doing. Every time he throws the ball, make him second guess what he's throwing, and you can get away with it. That's just, I mean, when you got a guy that's a backup, he really has nothing to lose. So he's going to sling it around. But if you put pain to him, I think you'll be just fine.
And what do they need to do? The Indianapolis Colts, they need to start that run game off. But,
that's what they're going to do.
And the Browns know this. So if the Browns bottle that run up, then you force a backup quarterback to be a guy that he's not.
Yes.
Then you'll see the lake effect.
Then you need gunslinger Minshew to come out and try to win the game for him.
The lake effect.
That's what I'm calling our defense.
Lake effect.
I like
The
it,
lake
yeah.
effect.
I like it.
All right, here's the inactives today, courtesy of the Browns. DTR inactive, as we talked about. Watson was trending towards playing, and now he certainly is. Tillman, then the other ones down there, Taki, McGuire. You don't see Kareem Hunt here, and that is encouraging. First of all, let's talk about it's official now. Watson will go.
Okay.
And good. Now we talked about let's get that ground game going. See how the arm is. See does he have the full zip? I think his throws got progressively better throughout the week. You saw him kind of cutting it loose a little more. And now you got your guy. You got
I just want him to play better. I just got to see more. I just need more. You can't give me just a Tennessee game and everything goes in it. I just want him to really have some success playing quarterback for the Cleveland Browns.
The only thing I'm worried about is what's he playing? I'm not sure the media was allowed in there during practice throughout the week later to see if he was taking ones with the reps with the
get
ones.
like 15 minutes.
But that's the issue. You know, is he ready to be the guy that we need him to be? Is he ready to show everyone he's that guy again.
Do you take a chance if he's not ready and put him out there and possibly get hurt?
But that's what I'm saying. The Browns feel comfortable enough with our defense to say, let's take this game and get him back ready so that we can go the rest of the season with the awesome Deshaun Watson.
Because a lot of times you should get a guy that's got an ego and he sees a backup quarterback go beat the San Francisco 49ers. He can't wait to get back in there.
But he's not thinking like that.
He's a player.
P.J. Walker threw how many picks?
Gentlemen, we got to follow the money.
He's got
It's
a W.
presented by Cardinal
He got
Bank.
a W.
Indy, of course.
The defense got the Lake effect has a W. That's who they.
All right, so Indy's got turf because they've got the roof, which is retractable, and it might be open today, but they run the artificial turf. A big-time agent, Lee Steinberg, says that is bad for the players.
This game is meant to be played on grass. It's already dangerous enough. We already have a slew of teams that are severely impacted because they have injured players. It's more expensive to maintain a grass surface, clearly, but it's money well spent because I understand there's stadia where they want to convert to a concert the next day, or they want to worry about the fact that it rains and it snows and the turf gets chewed up and it's harder to maintain. But with all the millions of dollars they spend on scouting and coaching and compensation for players, that's a minimal cost to try and keep players as healthy in a game that's already a traffic accident on every play.
All right, so, Reg, when you played, the turf was more like concrete, so obviously you had to love
You had some pretty bad stadiums.
The stuff now, it's called the field turf, the fake grass, what have you, but it sounds like guys do get hurt more on it. Why? I don't care if it's a money thing. Players want grass, don't they?
Yeah, and I think it's because of the turf doesn't give the same way that grass does. So grass naturally gives. Most of the players in the NFL, they train on grass. They grew up on grass. A lot of the guys didn't have turf to train on and train their muscles how to react against an artificial surface. Grass gives naturally. If you press a certain force on it, that grass will give and it'll snap back or create a divot.
Yeah.
That's what players are used to. Because if you don't, you have something artificial that won't give. And that's where the injuries come.
And then your ligament gives.
I have a 70,000-seat stadium. I can use it 10 times a year for football or 30 times a year for other events.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of concessions. That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of nachos.
Yes, sir.
That's sometimes what it comes down to. And if the
Arizona,
star receiver gets hurt,
Arizona,
they
wheel their field out, and then they have a concert or necessary. So maybe that's what it's coming to.
At some point, just give us real grass everywhere. Please.
Like
we
grass.
are not done. Tailgate. We are at Niners in Brunswick Pearl Road. Come on down, say hi. We are back in a flash here on 19 Tailgate.
This has been Follow the Money, brought to you by Cardinal Credit Union. Bench Strength, brought to you by Wayside Furniture. Better furniture priced lower.
I'm Josh Cribbs, owner of
Josh,
Serpentine.
what are you doing?
I'm just trying to be a big dog like you.
You are the big dog, but I'm the owner.
Maybe for now. Guys, let's just get to the deals. Get 0% financing on all remaining 2023 Silverado 1500s for 36 months and 2.9% on all new Equinoxes. With 6 Chevy stores, no one has more inventory in Northeast Ohio.
So if you're thinking Chevy, think Serpentine.
Serpentini Chevy in Westlake, Medina, Willoughby Hills, Talmadge, Orville, and Strongsville.
American and proud of it.
Yeah. It's heavy. Famous love. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah. Made in this image. I'm a young OG boy.
Dependability isn't a piece of hardware, it's peace of mind. It's the confidence you get from knowing that every time you get behind the wheel, you're in a vehicle that's capable and reliable. Dependability isn't driving just any brand. It's driving the #1 most dependable mass market brand 3 years in a row by J.D. Power. Lease a new 2023 Forte LXS for $199 a month.
Who cares
He really transformed the place.
Thanks, Tone. Spectrum One superfast internet with advanced Wi-Fi really leveled up our home.
And the free line of unlimited mobile is the icing on the cake.
It's time for the surprise.
I present to you all Spectrum One Stream with the Zumo Streambox.
Wow. What's Zumo?
It's Stream and Simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV to get Spectrum One Stream with a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 855-694-2267.
It's tailgate season at Mike Bass Ford. Now is the time to choose from a great selection of powerful F-150s in stock and available. Save up to $10,000 off when you purchase an F-150 hybrid. That's right, get $10,000 off. Selection, fair pricing, and convenience. All roads lead to Mike Bass Ford, I-90 at Detroit, exit 148.
You get a great deal and a great deal more at Mike Bass Ford.
Dominate on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Dominate.
The type of player I am, 110% blue collar. Let's go to work, fellas. That's what we do. I like our head coach the way how he that young mentality, that attack, when he keeps saying attack this, attack that. I love that.
Way to work, bro. Way to work. Come on, man.
I'm Josh Cribbs, and those are my sounds of the game.
Now, the Kia Quick Picks, brought to you by Kia.
Some of you might have forgot. Josh had a cup of coffee with the Colts. Jets, too, right?
That was nostalgia for me.
That was taking
I
back
balled
time.
out that game, too.
You did?
I was against the Washington Commanders. But we balled out against them.
All right, so what do you remember about your time there?
A lot. I was finally able to get to the playoffs. I was finally, through a long career, and that was my last season, I was finally able to get to the playoffs. We beat the Cincinnati Bengals, and then we played the next week against the Broncos, and then the last game was the Tailgate. So I was able to get to the AFC Championship, and it kind of capped off my career. It was a good
You were a Colt, too. You played back in the old
But you
dome.
don't have any video of me, so what it means, I played so long ago there's no video?
I mean, our archives are kind of far in the back. They're a little dusty.
No.
We could probably come up with something.
I had the cool pleasure of playing with Jeff George. I led the AFC in receiving.
Look at that. There you go.
Yep. I led the AFC in receiving in '93, and I played with my dear friend who passed away a year or so ago. It's Tony Saragusa.
Yeah.
So those are and Don Manilli, who also passed away, was a scout who came from Cleveland to get me down in Elizabeth City. He ended up with Indy, and we had a relationship my whole career.
What was Jeff George like? He seemed to have such a big personality. Sometimes people
He was
loved
exactly
him.
that.
He
had a gun, but I played with Bernie, and Bernie had these intangibles in the fourth quarter that were, you can't write it down. You just have to see it happen or be in the huddle. Jeff didn't have those same intangibles, and that team just didn't have the fire of the guys that I played with here in Cleveland for 7 years. So it was a big difference for me. I enjoyed the guys in Indy, but as far as playing with teams and teammates that got more out of me, it was here in Cleveland.
It was the exact opposite for me. We went through so many quarterbacks here in Cleveland.
Yeah.
And then I had Andrew Luck. So huddle, that offensive huddle was a lot different. We'd break the huddle, and we'd go out there knowing it was going to be success. He'd get in the huddle, and he'll joke around. Hey, guys, we're going to run this super secret play and call a fake play. And we're like, man, what you talking about? But he had such an ease with it that we didn't have here in Cleveland, such refreshment.
Yeah.
And he was a down-to-earth guy. That was Andrew Luck, and I was sorry to see, because I was in the Pro Bowl with him, him and Reggie Wayne, who I played with before going to the Colts. So it was a good rapport that we had.
You see, that's the difference of the experience of playing with teams that win.
Yes.
There's a softness about it. There's a friendship about it. People like to win football games. They tend to play harder for each other. They play hurt. They do these other little things it's guys that are losing. They're like, nah, man.
And it's
I broke
cancers
my
on the
nail.
team.
I'm not playing this week.
They're saving themselves.
Right.
Controversy.
You said it. Play for each other.
Oh, yeah.
That is such a critical part of chemistry and successful teams in locker rooms and all that jazz. Teams that play for each other are more successful. We are not done. Tailgate continues from Niners in Brunswick. Deshaun Watson starting to open it up in the poll. Hit the website and vote.
You're watching Serpentini Tailgate 19. Portions of Tailgate 19 sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
whatever it is that pulls you in. Yamaha is here to elevate every moment and bring you closer to where you need to be. That's the power of the water.
J&J Sales. Walk out today with your next adventure. Reliable Snow Plowing is looking for experienced snow fighters. We need sidewalk shovelers, loader operators, skid steer operators, and plow trucks. We offer next day pay, and we have routes 15 minutes from your home. Reliable Snow Plowing. Fly today.
There are trucks, and then there's the GMC Sierra. Available with the connected driving experience. And the world's first 6-function multi-pro tailgate. GMC Sierra. It's the truck. Or get $3,500 purchase cash on select 2023 Sierra models. Or get a total of $6,000 purchase allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
You know what makes an insurance company laugh out loud? It happens when an accident victim goes it alone and settles her case for pennies on the dollar. Let's not give the insurance company anything to laugh about. Call me and I'll make them pay.
Let's go! You go for a ride. Exploring all night. Driving down. You go for a ride.
It's your journey. Own every mile in an available H-Track all-wheel drive Hyundai SUV. Now get 3.99% APR or $500 bonus cash on the 2023 or 2024 Hyundai Palisade. Visit buyhyundai.com today.
At Medical Mutual, we offer money-saving benefits like $0 specialist visits and dental coverage that includes dentures and implants.
I'm Robert Moss, and Medical Mutual is my Medicare Advantage.
Medicare Advantage plans from Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer.
Reliable Snow Plowing is looking for experienced snow fighters. We need sidewalk shovelers, loader operators, skid steer operators, and plow trucks. We offer next day pay, and we have routes 15 minutes from your home. Reliable Snow Plowing. Fly today.
Sometimes the sole reason that we blitz is just try to create one-on-ones. You know, some people are trying to blitz to try to overload protections and get free guys. And, you know, I mean, that's all part of it too. But, you know, things that can get, you know, premier pass rushers in this league one-on-one, that's a good blitz in my mind.
Cooking up wins with the Wide Nine, sponsored by Niners Breakfast Brew and Barbecue.
The Niners Wide Nine. You bet we're going to do the Niners Wide Nine. We are at Niners, required by law to do the Niners segment. We do it every week anyway. All right, so guys, we talked about a lot about the pressure in the front four, and obviously that can open up a lot of things for the guys playing behind them. Zadarius Smith, one of the most, talked about free agent acquisitions or trade, rather, guys that got in the offseason. No sacks this year. Is that a concern? Is that just one of those things? Is it one of those things he's causing a lot of problems that's just not showing up in that particular stat category?
The latter.
That's what I thought.
What you just said.
That's what I thought.
He's back there every time.
Yeah. Yep.
And they're rushing to, when a quarterback does go down, to try to get a hand on there, and he's just a second too late because it's not just Garrett either. It's that front four that you're talking about, the Hurst, those guys it's a competition. And that's what this defense, that's how they become so good. Because like Reggie said, it's a healthy competition, a healthy dose of who can get there first. And as long as you have that, I mean, this defense is going to continue to shine bright.
I heard Coach Schwartz say right there, he says the reason why we do it is to create one-on-ones. So what he's saying is my guy is better than your guy.
Yeah.
I love that. That's what he's saying.
When he's saying we want one-on-ones.
Right.
We just know, here's the deal. We are better than you at this. That's what he's saying.
Simple. Ain't that simple enough?
I'll tell you what, when they can play with that kind of confidence, you had a defense like that. So we'll obviously just so much for emotion. The moment of the game, you come to the sideline, we're getting this ball back real quick.
And that was the way we had good corners. We had good linebackers with Clay and Eddie Johnson and all the big down linemen. But I tell you what, one of the craziest times for us is when I love talking about how guys hold each other accountable. Josh and I was talking about it in the break. If we went out and went 3 and out, they would look at us one way. And if somebody drove down the field and didn't score, and then if we went back out and fumble, they would look at us another way. By the third time, they will use words against us as though we stole their mother's purse to say you guys need to tighten up and keep the ball and score. And all of us were a little intimidated, and these were our teammates. So you see Clay Matthews and Big Daddy Carl Harrison, you doing like this.
Yeah.
That means tighten up, young man.
Real quick, in a game like this, and this is how it's been for me all year, because our defense is playing the way they're playing, I light up when our defense is out there, because I'm excited to see what they're going to do.
Right.
The sacks. Is it going to be a pick? Are they going to score on this? I used to get that excited when our offense went out there, like, oh, man. But now I can't wait till our defense is out there to see how they're going to shine.
Because they're going to do something when you can turn the game without having the ball. That is an impact defense, and that is exactly what these Browns can do. We are not done here on Tailgate 19. We're back in a flash. Hit the poll, by the way. Let us know. We're going to talk about it at the end of the show.
You're watching Serpentini Tailgate 19.
We have great deals on a giant selection of Jeeps and Rams at Fred Martin Superstore. Plus, we've got great rates available with 2.9% APR financing. Drive a 4x4 Jeep Compass for $349. Plus, 3 years of oil changes free. FredMartinSuperstore.com.
The buck stops here with the Buckeye Law Group. Hi, I'm attorney Gregory Gadeen, managing partner of the Buckeye Law Group. Our attorneys have collected over $1 billion for our clients throughout the U.S. From car accidents to slip and falls, medical malpractice or workers' compensation, we're ready to fight for your rights. Not sure if you have a case? Call us today for a free consultation at 1-800-411-PAIN. That's the Buckeye Law Group at 1-800-411-PAIN. That's 1-800-411-PAIN. The buck stops here.
Hey, it's Betsy. And I'm Bridget, and we're here to talk to the real experts about Liberty Ford. Okay, when you're old enough to drive, what kind of car do you want to get?
A red truck. A Ford F-150. A black Bronco with pink interior. A Mustang convertible.
You guys are a Ford family, huh? Yes, Liberty Ford, indeed.
Liberty, Santa Aurora, Maple Heights, Canton, Carmel Heights, Brunswick, Vermillion.
Stop into any Liberty location or visit libertyford.com for all your automotive needs.
If you have cancer, you have choices when selecting care. Choose one of the best. University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center. Here with some of the most advanced cancer care, thanks to our focus on research and commitment to clinical trials. We hope you will never have to choose where to get cancer care. But if you do, University Hospital's Seidman Cancer Center is here for you.
Hey, you. Yeah, you. Here's why Giannino's is great tasting pizza. Always fresh ingredients. Provolone shredded daily. Tomato sauce with no preservatives. Fresh dough, never frozen. Lots of fresh toppings. You want a piece of me? Giannino's, great tasting pizza, and always fresh. For a location near you, go to Gianninos.com.
Bad credit, slow credit, or no credit. We finance your future and not your past. If you make $500 a week, at Fred Martin Superstore, we turn no into go. Get pre-qualified online and get a $50 American Express gift card. FredMartinSuperstore.com.
Hey, Quentin, what's up, man?
How's it going?
Hey, you fired up?
Oh, Ursay, we're going to talk about this guy in a minute. They brought out some chow. We got to pay the folks at Niners their just due because this is outstanding. All right, breakfast brisket tacos. For me, getting to this 53 minutes into the show was burying the lead because I am all about brisket and I am all about tacos. That looks fantastic. I can't wait. We got a good-looking burger over here. And smoked wings. I think smoking wings is such an underrated way to eat your wings. These are so
we about to fight over these wings.
These two are going to town. I'm going to crush the brisket. So Ursay is a guy that he's unique. Let's put it that way. I mean, who picks up the phone? Hey, man! But that's what he does. You were a part of. You were both there under Ursay, but you were there even.
I had the old man.
Yeah, that's what I read.
Yeah,
it's just been in this family. This is just who they are.
Right. The old man was a character, but Jim the Ursays, they were good to me when I was there, and that's kind of how I look at things. And like it's the same thing with Art Modell here. A lot of folks don't care for him, but Art was good to his players, so I have the same kind of respect for the Ursays that I did for Art Modell. They treated me well. That's all you can say.
Oh,
they treated me good. I mean, what am I supposed to do?
But you're right, and in that same spirit, each team, and when you talk about the owners, you talk about their management staff, they try to bring that excitement when they're on the phone with a future, Colt or a future Brown or whatever. They want them to feel that love and excitement.
So you were a free agent, and I was a 7th-round pick. No one called us. They sent the telegram.
The Pony
Stage
Express.
coach.
I was told to be at a place at a certain time, and someone would pick me up.
Someone will pick you up.
Yes.
Maybe.
Right.
See a sign, hold up Cribs 1B, because I don't know how to spell it.
It wasn't a phone call. I didn't receive the welcome. They didn't send a jet. I almost got sent a Greyhound.
Archmotion Dale didn't shake my hand until my 2nd year in the league.
Really?
After I scored a touchdown.
You got to get the tutty.
Yeah. He would talk to Bernie and Ernest and Kevin.
Right.
And be standing right here beside me.
Oh, wow.
And never
Not
say
even
hi.
there.
No.
Not even there. All right, hey, real quick. The poll was started to run away. Watson started to really pull away from Minshew. I don't know. I'm a little surprised in the sense that I thought the Browns would run a ton, and maybe the Colts get really desperate and have to start throwing a lot. But I guess Minshew might only throw for like 120 yards if the defense kills him.
That's it.
Yeah, I have the Browns defense really limiting this offense. If they make it a run game, it's going to be a battle of attrition because I feel like the Browns know they have to stop Jonathan Taylor off the break. They have to stop him, and that'll force them to have to go through the air. They don't want it to be an air battle versus the best DBs as well in the National Football League, who the Browns are.
Gentlemen, this has been fun. I love the memories with you guys and the Colts. And you got a memory, too, to talk about. I referenced this earlier in the show. You do weddings now.
I do. I was the officiant of my friend Brian and Shannon Shelly Toe wedding down in Florida. I've been up for 24 hours. We drove from Florida to Atlanta to get on a plane at 7 to get here. And when I get done, I'm going to record the game and watch it later.
I want to see that footage of Reggie announcing the wedding.
Pastor now. I'm no pastor.
He's a man of the cloth.
Do you take? I want to see it.
Congratulations, guys.
I want to see
Beautiful time down there.
Gentlemen, it's been a trip. That's week 7 for the tailgate. Browns and Colts fast approaching. Get one today, guys, because this is a team you should beat. That's the scene in Indianapolis. See ya.
Providing solutions. 19 News. First, fair, everywhere.
At Bet365, we don't do ordinary. We have more boosts than anyone else. We power up the odds on hundreds of bets with Bet Boost. We give you the option to increase your profit with our incredible Profit Boost. And just when you think you can't get better odds, we unleash the Super Boost. Check out our boosts and see why. It's never ordinary at Bet365.
Change is coming. What doesn't change? Toyota's commitment to giving you the freedom to explore. Now get a new all-wheel drive Camry with 3.99 APR financing, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Stay ahead with Camry. Toyota. Let's go places.
Yeah. It's heavy. Famous love. Yeah, I gotta keep it trendy on my soul. I'm the most selfish person that I know. Here we go. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah. Man, you talking to the real me. Yeah. Made in his image. I'm a young OG boy.
19 First Alert Weather gets you ready for everything. Sunshine, rain, snow, or severe storms.
Every time we see a change, we'll give you the first alert.
Every time we see a chance, we'll give you the first alert.
Every time we see a threat, we'll give you the first alert.
And anytime you need us, you can find us here, here, and here with Cleveland's certified most accurate forecast.
19 First Alert Weather gets you ready for everything.
Have you seen the new Genesis GV70 or the GV80? You can at the all-new Genesis of Mentor. It's like nothing you've ever seen before. Refined, like our SUVs. Remarkable, like our EV collection. Genesis of Mentor, the beginning of something entirely new in luxury car shopping. Learn more at genesisofmentor.com.
19 News is Cleveland's breaking news leader.
You can see all of this. They blocked off every possible entrance to this building.
19 News. First, fair, everywhere.
19 News at 11. Watch live or check us out on your favorite streaming device.
A truck is a tool, but a Ram is life. It's the let's load up the ATV's life. The my kids play way too many sports life. The let's find a secret spot to fish life. Nice. Discover how Ram powers all the lives you live during Ram Power Days.
During Ram Power Days, get $4,000 retail cash allowance on most 2023 Ram 1500 trucks. Don't miss this great offer. See your local Ram dealer today.
It's a great lot. And the previous owner was really into DIY.
Okay.
Automatic shades. Stair slide.
At least we could bundle our home and car insurance with Geico.
True.
Super slippery. Woo!
Is that a chinchilla?
Yes. Wait till you see this. A Murphy tub.
Finding a perfect home is hard. Thankfully, Geico makes it easy to bundle and save.
Look at all that